flexibility to do more than you can do. Again, collagen is the building block. It's the glue that holds your body together. Your skeleton, your bones, your joints, ligaments, tendons, skin, hair, nails, digestive tract, and more. And until recently, collagen supplements contain one or two types. We know there's dozens of types of collagen, and we found a way, Sheila, to do what I would call the creation of the multivitamin of collagen. And here's why that's important. If I were to ask the audience, do you use riboflavin, vitamin B2? Some would say, well, I don't take a riboflavin supplement, even though it's important for metabolism and cognitive health, so many things, but they say, I get it in my multivitamin. So if there's dozens of types of collagen, what if you're not getting type 10 that is important for certain parts of your body, or type 2 or type 12? Now, we don't know everything about every type of collagen, but what we do know is your body contains it. Your body was created with it. Why not give your body what it may be missing from a diet that I would say our ancestors consumed regularly?
You know, one of the things I think is so remarkable about your story is that, and I mean, most people know this, most people have heard your story, but for the 4 people who were living on another planet and just returned and done, I mean, you at one point were probably one of the least healthy people on the planet. I mean, you were literally dying, isn't that true?
I was so bad, I would describe my situation as being in a prison, trapped in a prison that was my own body. And I didn't only look emaciated and horrifically sick, I literally wanted to die every single day. Now, to be clear, I didn't want to kill myself. I just wanted to be home with the Lord. I was 18, 19, and 20 years old, and what should have been the prime of my life. And I had the harsh reality that no matter how amazingly aligned my spirit was with God, that it lived in this body. And if my body was breaking down and I was able to be with the Lord in heaven, I wouldn't be able to accomplish what he had for me on earth. But you know what, Sheila, there are people watching today and they're giving up. Like, I remember I was in the hospital one night and I was so emaciated. I was down to 104 pounds. My resting heart rate was over 250.
Oh my.
And when they pulled my shirt off, I could see my heart pounding out of my emaciated sort of rib cage. Below my ankles were blue. My nail beds were purple. I had a 0 iron level, which is literally like a corpse. And I remember hearing the nurses crying because they couldn't get blood return to hydrate me because my veins were tapped out. And at that point, I remember I kind of would describe myself as hanging on a cliff with my pinky. And you know how you see these movies where, you know, someone's hanging and then one finger, two finger. So I literally thought that I was going to die that night, because if they couldn't hydrate me, I just didn't know what was going to happen, because I literally was not only skin and bones, but I lost so much fluid. And I did go to sleep that night wondering if I was going to be in the arms of Jesus or back here on earth. And they did get an IV in, I think, while I was sleeping. And I did wake up the next day. Now, I didn't wake up healed physically in the manifestation of that, but clearly God had me still in the game. And so there are people watching today that probably don't want to hear about collagen. They want to hear about a lifeline from their creator who loves them and who has great plans for them, plans for you, not to be harmed, but to prosper, to have a future and a hope. And I want to encourage you to trust in the God of our ancestors, the God of our future, who was and is to come, Jesus the Messiah, who doesn't need a medicine, doesn't need a supplement, doesn't need anyone to lay hands on you, doesn't need a diagnosis, a prognosis, or a treatment. He just needs you to say, here I am, Lord. And he needs that small mustard seed size faith. So I want to encourage someone watching, whether it's a joint issue, whether you have challenges with your bones, or whether you have a diagnosis that says you won't be here in 6 months, that I've seen God work miracles in my own life, and I'm believing with you that He will for yours.
Collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body. Up to 30% of all the protein in your body is collagen protein. Nearly 70% of skin, hair, nails, and nearly 100% of connective tissues are made from collagen. It literally holds you together. It even supports the integrity of your gut lining. Collagen production naturally declines as we age. 2 scoops of ancient nutrition multi-collagen protein